Hey, this is Crazy and Kunjay. So yeah, this is the new Next Up in Jorvik, and it came out actually today, and like we can say that is Halloween, right? Halloween is my favorite season, and like even though it's probably just gonna be a lot like the previous like seasonal festivals we had to this year, so mostly just the same old, but a little bit new. Halloween is my favorite seasonal like event, holiday, whatever you want to call it. I love Halloween. So it's like, yes, it's the same old, and I'm so sick of it. I don't like repetition at all. So even though that's probably gonna be it, then I just love Halloween too much to like really care too much about that. I'm sorry, it's just like getting so dark in here. I don't have any lights on, so I'm just gonna turn on my flashlight on my phone. Because it's getting dark outside and like yeah, I want to be able to see a little bit. So yeah, I don't want it to be too dark. I love darkness. I love Halloween and all that kind of stuff, but it gets a little dark sometimes when you don't have lights on and you just use natural light and it's about to go dark. But yeah, so I was like, you know what, it's a bit too dark in here right now. And also, I'm like, going to like get up at some point. I don't know exactly how much time I have left home alone, but I think at least 45 minutes. So possibly up until like an hour and a quarter. But yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna get up and like we're gonna eat at like 8:30. So, and I need some light for that because like I can't see in the dark. But yeah, so I love Halloween. So even though it's probably gonna be pretty much just the same old, and I'm kind of sick of it. I just love Halloween too much to care. So yeah. And I mean, like, I feel like, like after the summer, like the good stuff starts. Like, it gets darker, it gets colder, the colors outside are so beautiful. Um, if you couldn't tell, I like it dark and cold. And it's just like also Halloween is my favorite, like, yeah, just my favorite. So it's like loving Halloween, and then like when the Winter Village comes, it's like I'm loving the outside, and it's like sometimes snow outside, and it's so beautiful. But also it's just like it's the busiest time of the year, and I've said this like forever, ever since I was born. It's the busiest time of the year because it's like my brother's birthday is the 14th of December, so like right before Christmas. My family celebrates Christmas and New Year's. Um, like the like European New Year's, right? Because I know that there's like Chinese New Year's, so I guess maybe there are others too. But yeah, so like the New Year's that is like a week. Well, for for a lot of people, it's actually like just 6 days after their Christmas because they celebrate on Christmas morning, but we celebrate on Christmas Eve. So for us, it's exactly a week. But yeah, and then my birthday is the 9th of January, so like almost a week after. Yeah. And I mean, I don't mind my brother's birthday. I don't mind Christmas. I don't care too much, really. Neither for like New Year's. But I don't like my own birthday. I don't like being like the center of attention. I don't like gifts or surprises. I love getting free stuff. I just don't like the surprise element of like things being wrapped up. You don't really know what you get. And often I get things I don't want. And I don't like that because I just see it as so pointless. Because it's just like, you just get something that's just gonna like take up space and like, collect dust. And it's just like, what's the point of that? Like it would be so much better to just either get nothing at all. Um, so yeah, it's like, at least if it is like, like, oh, I get this like random little trinket that is like donating to charity by getting it. So like if you buy this thing, you donate like a little bit to charity or whatever. Like that's fine because at least, like something good comes of it. But yeah, I just don't like getting random nonsense that is just gonna like collect dust. I've never liked that. Um, so yeah, so it's just like I'd rather just not get any gifts at all than get some like random nonsense that is just gonna like take up space and collect dust. Um, so yeah, because it's just like it's so pointless and I don't like pointless. But yeah, and I have a thing of like always getting something that is like hate it. um so yeah, and it's just like it kind of hurts a bit too because like you're just showing that you really don't know me by getting something that's just like so not me. And especially when I'm the kind of person who would rather not get any gifts at all than getting, like some nonsense. Yeah, like people then getting me some nonsense. It's just like you're just proving that you don't really know me. And yeah, I mean, doesn't hurt so much anymore. Like, you're getting old, getting older, and yeah, I mean, but yeah, as a kid, it would hurt a lot to be getting like, gifts that are just like so not me. And it's like, and it doesn't hurt to get the gift, it just hurts that it's like, oh, you don't really know me and you couldn't even be bothered to try. Yeah. So I don't like gifts. I don't like my birthday because then like I get gifts and I'm the center of attention. Ugh. And also like since mine and my brother's birthday are like so close, then sometimes we would be like celebrating birthday together, or birthdays together at the same time. Like can have one party with family, and I mean like then it would always be like me comparing what he got to what I got, and then yeah, if he got something that I, saw as better and I got something worse, then yeah. Or, like if he got something that I would rather have than my gift, yeah, it kind of sucks a bit. And of course, like, I'm able to remember what he got when his birthday was like, a month ago. So still, but it's just like having it, like next to one another, and it's like, oh yeah, I wish I got your gift, not mine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's just like, it's just like I love the time because of the weather, but it's like it's too much happening for me, and I don't like my birthday or the like getting gifts for Christmas. I like it if I get, like exactly what I wanted. So like these days I'm like, ordering stuff myself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I order stuff for myself mostly for Christmas. Sure, I have like other people buy for it and like gift it to me, but it's like I order it. And that's how I like it though. So yeah. But it's like I don't really want so much. Like right now I have the stuff I want and need. And I'm thinking of like, a microwave, maybe a blender for the future when I like get more settled and like, move into my apartment and stuff. But it's like for right now, it's not really much. So, and it's like, I'm like trying so hard to find something that I can wish for, but it's so hard because like I don't really want much. And I mean, I have my own income, I could just get the stuff I want myself. So yeah. And I also feel like it's like always, like every single year, it's like I want stuff for the summer, and like after my birthday is done and I'm like settled, that's when I start wanting stuff. But then when the fall comes around, I'm like, yeah, I don't want anything. So yeah, yeah. And I guess it's just like because I, like in the moment I might want it, but then like that, like, like kind of just like goes away. So yeah, again, I don't really want much. Please just don't give me anything. Um, or you know what, like you just put money into my bank account and let me like get myself stuff. That's what I want. So, but yeah, so it's like, when the Winter Village comes along, I'm just too busy. So it's like, I just like, go into the Winter Village to like escape the busy reality. And then it's kind of like, I just go on autopilot. So it's like, it's nice if everything is the same because then it's just like, autopiloting through and I just like, get to relax for a bit. And also like, I love the snow and I love when it's like, dark but snow. So like a little bit like lighting up. And I mean, that's the Winter Village. So yeah. So it's like I just like love that about it. So it's like it's fine that it's, like pretty much the same. Um and I mean like since the like this year's spring camp, but yeah, last year's summer camp, and supposed to be summer camp too, was new last year, then that wasn't too bad because like sure it was just the same, but it's like it's the second year we're doing it, so a little bit better. Not something I've been doing for years and gotten that sick of. But the spring, I mean, the spring is not for me. Like, sure, the spring is my second um, least favorite season um, because I just don't like the heat of the summer or the like light of the summer. I don't like heat or lights, so summers ain't for me. But yeah, so like the season of spring, sure, I like that better than summer. Um, but only because it's like colder and darker. I don't really like the spring too much, and like if the summers were the temperature of spring and the like light of the spring, so like not so light, not so bright, not so warm. I would prefer summer or spring actually, because it's just like summer has more good things about it than spring, in my opinion. Um, well, at least like as I like all of the years I've been around, like because most of it has been like going to school, and I mean, summer is summer break then, so yeah, being an adult, like it's not quite the same. Um, but yeah. But yeah, I mean, fall is my favorite because that is like it's getting darker and colder. And then we have, like winter, which is like the coldest, darkest. And I mean, that's a really close second though. And then it's just like, we're getting further and further away from the good stuff. So, yeah, yeah. So then when it gets like super warm and light outside all of the time, oof, then I'm longing for like the fall to come back. And I know there's a song called like "Wake Me Up When September Ends," but like, I mean, I want to have September too. But like, I mean, I'm more like "Wake Me Up When September Begins," and I'm like hibernating when the winter is over. When it gets like a little too warm and the winter is like over, and like, okay, now I'm missing winter because it's too warm. I just want to hibernate until like September comes around. And I know September sometimes is kind of warm, but still. Love September because it's like it's the first month of fall. Getting into it now, and then it's just like it's great. And I know a lot of people like get like a winter depression and stuff, and like get depressed like when like it gets darker and colder. But like that's when I come to life. That's when I wake up from my hibernation of being a grumpy ice bear. So yeah, I mean, I am the opposite of other people, of most other people, anyways. But yeah, I enjoy that. And now comes the best part of it all, Halloween. And then after that, it just like it gets just darker and colder until the winter is over. So yeah, so I mean, like I like this. I'm good, and I know that like people are different. So it's like for some people they probably love the like spring and summer events and spring and summer, but like now comes my time to shine. Yeah. So like, like I mean, sure I can still be in a bad mood when it's like, winter and fall, but it's like, I mean, it's just like something about it being winter and fall, darker, colder, that just like it just brings an extra little spark. Like, sure, I'm a little bit of a Grinch when it comes to like Christmas because like there's like I don't like the surprises and the gifts. I love getting free stuff, just not gifts. So I'm a little bit of a Grinch around like, that time because I'm just like too tired, too exhausted from everything happening, and there are elements to like 2 out of 4 of the like celebrations then that I just don't like. Um, but yeah, but like, it's still just like the cold and the dark just like takes me to my happy place. So yeah, I can't stop smiling like a fool because it's like I love this too much. So yeah, next up in Jorvik, it's a lie. They're not talking about me, even though me too. I know it just said like that's when I come to life, and then it's like it's alive. I mean, perfect. And I have not read through this yet, so it's like that was a coincidence. Um, but so perfect. But I mean, like, and it's on October 9th. I love the 9th because my birthday is on the 9th of January, so it's like every single month I'm like noticing myself like doing something for the 9th, like just like either I just like notice it's the 9th, or just like like I've had pizza so many times on the 9th this year. Um, like on my birthday, we typically have like pizza for like birthdays. So on my birthday, on another birthday of someone I celebrated, which is also the 9th June still. I think I had pizza, like also here and there on other dates. So yeah, I've had a lot of like stuff happening on the 9th. Oh yeah, like my kitchen, like the first day of that renovation happened on the 9th of September. Lots of things happening on the 9th. And I'm loving it. I'm living it. So July is my like 6 months. So then August would be 7, September 8. So this is on my, like 3/4 birthday. No, I don't celebrate that, but yeah. Let's just pretend for a second that I'm that unhinged. No, I'm not. Well, maybe I am, but like, I'm having fun, okay? Let me. It's time for the first week of our Halloween festival. In addition to our classic activities, Igor, oh, him again, has found his way to the haunted trail ride. Okay. And wants your help in bringing some scraps to life. Oh, okay, so we're actually bringing this up. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I hope he just doesn't eat it when we brought it to life. Because he seems like the kind of guy who would do that. We're also bringing the spooky vibes to your home staple with Halloween-themed customization options. It's probably going to be so expensive, but I want it so bad. And the Jorvik Championship ranks return with Halloween-styled ribbons. Oh no. Oh no. That's going to be so much work, though, isn't it? Because that was like the thing with like, you have to do like 1 billion championships to be able to get the ribbons. But I want them all. I just don't want to put in the work. Oh, I hope we can like pick which ones we want, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Because then I could just like do like some on each account that I have. Then I could just cheat my way to all the ribbons, but I don't think we can do that. There's gonna be a lot of champions for me. championships. So you got champions. Oh, I'm gonna be broke. And I'm gonna like be so sick of championships by the end of this, if it's what I think it is. I mean, wish me well. It's like for other things, like I would not care this much, but when it's Halloween, that's evil, search table, that's evil. Pure evil. I just read the third. I'm excited. Like, I'm excited for all of this, but like, holy shit. That one? That one? Halloween Horses, October 16th. Say hello to Bolt and Calliope. Calliope? As they break free from their inanimate forms and spring to life. A lot of like coming to life here. Um, I mean, yeah, it matches me perfectly, but like, hmm. In addition to the horses, the spirit of Galloper Thompson joins in the Galloper's Gambit. Oh. The first time we did Galloper's Gambit, I thought that it wasn't like I thought it wasn't working at first, and I was like, okay, this isn't working. What's going on? Um, and then like as he was about to like catch me, I noticed that it was like around me because just thought that was the portal because I thought I was too close. So it's like he was so close to me when I noticed that he was like chasing after me. I completely freaked out. Probably screamed so loudly, and then it caught me, of course. Funny for a video, but like not so fun for me because I was like completely freaking out. Because it's like I thought that it was just a portal, and that's why it got dark around me. But then he was like so close, and I was like, I just noticed him being behind me, and I was like, oh no, I gotta run. But he was too close. So it's just like, it's getting a little bit dark, but it's probably just a portal. And then he was so close, and I was like, oh shit. Oh no. And that's when I started running, and it didn't go so well. Um, but yeah, but like I kind of broke Gabber Thompson in like the haunted trailer when he was running around there. Um, because like after he caught me once, like I just went back and did the trailer ride once more, and then he was just like hanging out, not doing anything. Um, so yeah, he doesn't creep me out so much anymore. Like after he was just like hanging out there, not really doing anything. Um, and also gotten so used to him, so like we're friends now. We're good. But yeah, he definitely creeped me out so much. Like when the first time I did his like gambit. But that was mostly because I was like not expecting him to like be chasing me yet, and then he was like so close that I was like, shit. It was a bit of a jump scare. But yeah. Um Fun though. Really fun. But yeah, so that seems like, a bit of a smaller update, which is like some horses and Gallagher's Gambit coming back. Um yeah. And also someone said that like if you go up on the roof of the riding hall, then he can't catch you there. And I tried it like last year and then it worked. I don't know if it's gonna work this year, but yeah. So I'm probably gonna try that because then you can get like free stuff from that, and also like the witch. You could do that with her too. So yeah, I got some good footage of them trying to catch me while I was like up on the roof and they couldn't get to me. Thank you to whoever like said that that could be done. I don't remember who it was. Sorry. And then we have werewolf sightings. October 23rd. Jorvik's number one cryptid hunter, Scott Buttergood, is back. Of course he is. And this time we're looking for, dare we even say it? Werewolves. So Scott has been looking for the what is that, like, like he has this like race that we got like the last week of the um spring festival, the spring camp, hero horn or something. Like it's like, a hare with horns. I don't remember what it's called. We had that, like then for, well, it was the spring camp this year, not really the summer camp, but yeah. And then we had for the winter village, we had the Yetis. Now we have werewolves for Halloween. Are we gonna have one like for the spring as well with him? What would that be though? Leprechauns? First thing I could think of. Unicorn. Oh my gosh, are we gonna have unicorns? Are they gonna give us unicorns? But that wouldn't that be like a bit better for like the Rainbow Festival though? Because I feel like rainbows and unicorns are like perfect together. Hmm. I mean, I kind of feel like we're gonna get one for spring. Because, like, I mean, we have like one of those like Scott Butter good things now for like each of them, each of the other ones. Huh. Okay. Trick or Treats and the Witch's Gambit return. And you'll now also find a vintage shop with old Halloween items released before 2021. Oh, that's cool. I hope we always like have I hope we have this forever with like, vintage things from like, a couple years back. Maybe like one shop with like the things from the last few, like maybe the last 3 or 4 years or so. Um, yeah, maybe like the 3 years before this one, and then a shop for like the new things for this year. Um, or maybe that could be together, and then one for like older things. That'd be nice for all of the like festival thingies. And it would be nice if like, we had everything from all of those like seasonal festivals for that season packed in there. So yeah, because I mean, it seems like now the like birthday is gonna be gone forever. I don't know, and it would be nice to have like old birthday things somewhere. It doesn't really fit in with Halloween, but still. But yeah, maybe that could be put with the summer things or something. I don't know. But anyways, I'm loving this. Lost spooky week. Oh no. Oh no. I thought we were gonna have Halloween for longer, first of all. And second of all, like I thought it was gonna like, but yeah, I thought we were gonna have it for longer because now it's just gonna have it for like until the 6th. I thought we were definitely gonna have it until the 13th, but oh well. Oh well. Hmm. I find it to be a bit strange because Halloween is the next day, so wouldn't it make more sense to have it last for, like one more week? Hmm. But yeah, then that does mean that like, we're gonna have something that is not Halloween related on the 6th. Um, hmm. But it's not then just like 4 weeks though? Or wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's just 4 weeks. I mean, we haven't gotten anything else like fall related, like any other fall festival this year. So like, it's like I thought that the like seasonal festivals were going to be somewhere between 4 to 6 weeks, but that they were like often going to be um but they were going to be like 5 or 6 if there wasn't something else, and that like if there was something else, we might just get 4 weeks. I thought that was the thing, but apparently not. But oh well, a little disappointed. um, but oh well. Anyways, last spooky week, October 30th. It's the final week of celebrations, so make sure you wrap up your Jorvik ranks and your Halloween dallies. The registrar, okay, needs help collecting the escaped ghost again. And the keep will also welcome new horse coat variations for the last week of Halloween, before they move to Jorvik permanently. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think it is a little like short to have like just like a week of escaping, of collecting escaped ghosts, because it's like, sure, I think it was like, well, last year that you could like just collect them all on the last day. Um, but still, like, if I'm not able to be on the Tuesday, like before they leave, then I don't get to do the last one. Not that I know if it matters too much, but it's just like it would be nice to have 2 weeks with that. And also it would be nice to have like, Halloween lasting for a bit longer. So, I mean, I'm not disappointed about any of the things like, in these updates. I'm just a little disappointed that it doesn't last any longer. But yeah. But yeah, I guess that's like a good thing that is like, oh, I want it to last for longer. So yeah, it's a good thing that the only disappointment is like I wanted it to last for longer than 4 weeks. Um, but yeah. So yeah, I would definitely say that that's a good thing. That is like, oh, I think it's too short. I want more. But yeah, I mean, like, of course, that's me loving Halloween, so it's like, I'm sure there are other people, like, having different opinions, and like, yeah. So I'm sure that some people might think that this is like, too little new stuff, because I mean, it's not that much new stuff. So, yeah, but I mean, like, I'm just too thrilled that it's Halloween. So I'm looking really forward to this. It's just, I thought it was gonna last for longer, and I made a video like, I don't know when. Who cares? Where I said that I like, oh yeah, I think it's going to last until the 13th. Um, sure, I was like thinking it could last until the 6th, but I think it's definitely gonna last until the 13th. But yeah, it's not. But yeah, I mean, like, definitely there's gonna be like a shorter update, like a smaller update on the 6th, because like typically like before and after um, these like seasonal events, we get like a smaller update. Um, yeah, and I've been like thinking about like when does like the Winter Village start, and I'm thinking it probably starts on the 4th or 11th of December. Um, I'm more leaning towards the 4th because I feel like that makes the most sense because like that's kind of like when December starts. And it's the first Wednesday in December. So, but yeah, but then we're now going to have like a small update there. But then, 1, 2, 3 updates, where the last one might be a smaller update. But if not, like the 4th is going to be a smaller update. So yeah, so we have like the 13th, the 20th, and the 27th that are, like possibilities for bigger updates. Not all of them, but like, I mean, I would say the 13th is quite likely for there to be a bigger update. Um, yeah, and then it depends when the Winter Village starts, because either the Winter Village starts like on the 4th of December or the 11th. I don't see any other possibilities there. And then, like if it starts on the 11th, the 4th is going to be a smaller update. If it starts on the 4th, the 27th is going to be a smaller update. Like, some like new horses race or like some clothes tack, whatever. Something small, Yeah. Um, of course, we could get like 2 smaller updates as well. So, like, even if the Winter Village comes on the 11th, the the 4th and the 27th might be smaller updates. But yeah, but I'm thinking that we're like going to have either, then 2 smaller updates and then a bigger one. But then we're not going to have like 2 smaller updates, a big update, and then 2 smaller ones. So, but yeah, but I'm thinking, like the 13th is most likely going to then be a bigger update. So a small update, bigger update. Um, small updates, bigger updates, smaller updates, something like that. Or maybe we'll have like 2 smaller updates, then a bigger one, then a smaller update in the Winter Village. So yeah, we're most definitely not going to have like 2 bigger updates like back to back. So yeah, so either like the Winter Village is not going to come on the 4th, and then we could have one bigger on the 13th, one on the 27th, or we're going to have like 2 smaller updates back to back, then a bigger one, then yeah, like either 2 smaller ones after Halloween before a big thing, or 2 smaller updates before the Winter Village, and then a bigger one like on the 13th. So yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna get something big, and then maybe like really big on the 13th or the 20th. Maybe we'll get something big both on the 13th and the 27th if the Winter Village starts on the 11th. But yeah. But I was like thinking, like that the Winter Village would be here for 6 weeks, and I mean, if it starts on the 4th, then it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I kind of feel like that's like perfect, but it could be 5 or 4 weeks. So, but yeah, I kind of feel like it should last until the 15th. So then, if you're gonna get like only 5 weeks, then from the 11th. But yeah, I don't think we would get less than that. And I feel like, it makes no sense for it to go just until the 8th. So yeah, like at least how I remember it, the Winter Village has lasted until like after my birthday each year. Um, so yeah, it would make sense for it to do that this year too. And I feel like it does make sense for it to like, last a bit into January, so that people, like get some time to like get back home if they went away for like Christmas, New Year's, and I mean like it is a Swedish company after all that like has Star Stable, made Star Stable, all of that, so it's like it makes sense that they would like then make the Winter Village last a bit like past like into January and past like New Year's and stuff, because I feel like a lot of people might like go away for Christmas and maybe New Year's. And then, to be able to have like a little bit more than a week then after you get back home. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know what Star Stable is doing these days. I feel like they're doing a bunch of like weird stuff. I mean, both with just like having this be just 4 weeks, which is like, what? Like, I expected like 5 weeks, like just anyways. But since we didn't have like another event for the fall this year, like we didn't get the birthday event, I was expecting 6 weeks for sure. Um, what's going on, Star Stable? And then like we got the camp, mostly in the spring. Like, sure, it lasted from like I think the 1st of June was like a Saturday, so then it lasted like until the Wednesday after. But like all of the updates we got was in the spring, and it was also mostly in the spring. Um, so yeah, so like the supposed to be summer camp was really in the spring, so like more so spring camp this year. We did not get the well, we basically didn't get anything for the Rainbow Festival. Like there was like no race, not much to do besides from like buying stuff. Um, so that didn't really feel like a festival either. So I mean, in my opinion, we haven't had a summer festival this year, but we had like 2 spring ones. So yeah, and I mean the spring festival was like essentially like same as last year, but like with the like dressage, is that what it's called? I don't even know. I think someone also pointed out that like it's not really dressage, it's something different or some I might have like they might have been talking about something else, but yeah, I don't know. No, I think that was like what people were doing in the writing hall, writing arena. You know what? Forget about that. I don't even know. But yeah, so like that kind of thing. Um, Discharger, whatever. Not my cup of tea. Probably someone else's. So yeah, so it's like I didn't really like the spring festival this year. At least the first one. The camp was fine. But like that disappointed me because it wasn't in the summer. At least not mostly. Like if it would have just like started the week like before June started, which I think is like a bit early, but still, then it would have been fine. So like a couple days of spring, okay, fine enough, fair enough. But I think it should have probably been in July instead. So yeah. So that was a bit of a bummer, mostly because of when it was placed. And I know that Star Stable was like intending to place it like in the summer, but then like they had to change things up because like they hadn't finished what they were planning to post then. But it's like, come on, this is not the right. No, don't do this. So yeah, not my cup of tea. That one either, because of the like placement of it, not because of the event itself. And then essentially no Rainbow Festival. Um, like sure, we got decorations. We could buy rainbow stuff. We had the like parade from Moreland to Pinta, but that was it. So not really anything in my opinion. Um, and I don't really like see buying stuff as like much really. Um, like if like Search Table just adds like um some stuff to buy, I see that as like a tiny update. So, and I mean, loving the rainbow and stuff, but it's just like it didn't really feel like much because it was not much to do. So it's just like, oh yeah, I'll log in like once, do the parade, watch the people in horses dance, maybe dance a bit, look at the stuff to buy, and then I won't log in again for this. Like, can we really call it an event? And then the birthday was gone this year. Not really replaced by the medieval stuff because that's permanent, which I think is a really cool thing. And I'm not disappointed about the medieval stuff, but I just think a lot of people thought it was going to be like the new birthday event. And it's just like, we have one race. Um, and even though, like, that's like a different route every day, so it's like kind of different every day still. And I think it is fun, and I love like the medieval stuff. It's just like I think a lot of people thought that it was going to be like a limited time event, and that it was going to like go away after a few weeks. And it's like getting one race, and then just like stuff to buy, um, and then it goes away after like no time. Yeah, that's disappointing. I mean, less disappointing if it's like a permanent thing. So I'm not really so disappointed about the medieval stuff after I figured out that it was permanent. And yes, I asked Stable, and they confirmed that everything of it is permanent. So it's all here to stay, and that makes it better because it's like it makes sense for there to just be like, a little bit of stuff in a new area to begin with, and then we get more later. So yeah, and I kind of feel like it a little bit hints at maybe the new area for this year being the castle, because it's like it's kind of like like yeah, showing off the castle in a way, and it's like oh, look at the castle over there. Maybe something is happening. So yeah, I kind of feel like that may be like a little bit of a hint that the castle might be the new big area. Um, the new big area wasn't what I was gonna say, like, but the new area and like the big updates for the remainder of the year. Unless we're getting two, which could be like a quest or something. maybe we get a quest to go into there, and then, yeah. Or maybe we get like a quest first on the 13th, which is like, a little bit, and then we get, a quest to go into there. That's the new thing, I don't know. Who knows? But yeah. But I kind of feel like, it's like, maybe that's why we got it. Because, like, it came at a bit of a strange time, but it makes kind of sense that we get, like, something hinting at, like that place, and then we get that place open. But I kind of feel like it would make sense to open that place as the Halloween was, like, happening. Well, makes sense a bit, like, right after as well, because, like, you are kind of like, well, if we get the, pumpkin hunt, then like that is in Golden Hills. So, and also the trail ride is like right by the castle. So yeah, it would maybe actually make a bit more sense to get that afterwards, because like in the trail ride, like I would definitely go up to the castle if it was open. So, and it would maybe make a little bit more sense to like have some Halloween event next year in the castle, like some Halloween stuff then. And maybe the haunted trail ride could go up there as well. Who knows? Um, but yeah, it kind of makes sense that they maybe wouldn't have everything ready for that this year. Yeah, or maybe they would just like block it off with flames if we got the castle, because like they block off everything else with flames where we're not supposed to go. So I mean, they could do that as well. But yeah, it would be fun to have the like castle incorporated into the Halloween stuff. But makes sense that they would maybe not have, like enough time to do that this year. Or maybe we'll get it next year. We'll see. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely thinking that, like we will get a new place because we haven't gotten anything really new so far. And yes, we did get the, like medieval market, but it's not like, getting one of the grayed out areas opened. It's just like, putting some stuff on an old area. So it's not really like a new area, it's just like more so an updated old area, which is cool, but it's just like it's not the same as a brand new place. So yeah. And I mean, I'm gonna be a bit disappointed if we don't get the castle. Because it's like, I feel like Star Stable has been hinting so much with, um, like with the medieval stuff, like, it's like in the background you can't see the castle so well, and it's like, mm-hmm. Like they have pictures where it's like in the background you can see the castle. So I feel like, yeah, there must be something about it. And it's like I get it that these, like they can't really like pick the position, like where to take the picture. So the background is just like because of where these things are placed. But this one, they didn't have to take the picture right here, right? Or is that a dragon in an egg? No, I think that dragon is in the like saddlebag. And I think they have more pictures as well, like just like this. Oh, come on. Same. I'm not sad that never sad that the heat is leaving. Do the same. Okay, so there are a lot of people that love this. I'm sure there are a lot of people who don't like it getting darker and stuff and colder, but not alone at least. Yeah, and I mean, like, I just feel like this is the time where it's like a lot of stuff is happening, like in Golden Hills, because that's like the Halloween fall place. Um, yeah, this one was the one I was at with the like castle in the background. It's like you could have placed this anywhere, And I also kind of feel like, that a castle fits medieval stuff very well. There's nothing here, but I think I've seen like something of the castle in the background. Yeah, this one. And I mean, sure, this one is like of jousting, so and the arena is like there, but they could have, like done it the other way around. So, like the picture could have been taken from another angle, um, or like it could have been going in the other direction or something. So it's like I do feel like they're definitely, like hinting at something happening with the castle. Um, and it's like you don't have to like you can pick anywhere you want to take a picture. You don't have to do it like right in front of the castle. So, and I mean, sure, it does fit with the castle with medieval stuff and all. Um, yeah, and like a lot of people have asked, like, how long would this stay? It's permanent. So yeah, so it's like, they didn't have to like have the castle in the background, but they chose it for like, several things. And sure, some of them is like this is just where this thing is. So it's like hard to like take a picture without having the castle in the background. But I mean like I do feel like you would like, place things in different places and all, and do things differently. So yeah. Okay, we haven't seen the castle too much like after that one thing, but yeah. But yeah, it's like, of course the castle does fit medieval and like the theme, so that also kind of makes sense, but it's like they could have, like taken the picture from other angles to not have it in the back. And also it's like I feel like it's about time for us to get the castle opened. Like, didn't we for the first time have the little like paths beneath where the like haunted traillight is in 2019? I think so. So, at this one you could have taken that from a different angle without the castle in the background. So, yeah. And sure, this might be me looking a bit hard into it and stuff. Because, like, oh, here we have the Silverglade castle. Doesn't mean that that has anything to do with anything. So yes, it's like sometimes things are going to be in the background just like randomly, but not really in the back here. But yes, it's like sometimes things just happen to be in the background, but have they hinted more at the castle with other things? Not as I can see. But yeah, it's like, either we have the castle or we have some other parts up there. And like the last place that we have that is grayed out is like the little part by the redwoods. So yeah. So like those are our options. And sure we have the like ashlands too, but like I don't think that's gonna happen. So yeah. I'm safe from spending star coins this Halloween. I'm not. Oh wow, that's like a carousel horse. And that's like a robot horse. Wow. That's something. That's definitely something. Okay. I mean, I do feel like it fits like in the Halloween theme. Um, yeah, definitely. Like in a way. Um, it's not like super spooky, but I kind of feel like, circus theme could be like a Halloween thing. If that makes sense. Yeah, and I love the werewolf stuff. Like, well, yeah. Like, it's not really creepy, the horses. Creative, definitely. And I do feel like it does fit, like, the Halloween theme. So, yeah. Like, it is kind of Halloweeny, but it's not, like, scary. Yeah. Well, yeah, I kind of gotta agree a little bit that it's not, like, scary or anything. But I do think that, like, carousel and, like, stuff like that does fit Halloween. Yeah. Oh, it's a dark horse. Wow, I didn't even notice until now that it said dark horror. Thank you for the comment. It's supposed to be a dark horse. It does like a dark horror hat. Wow. Wow. Okay. 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 I mean, that makes a little bit more sense for like a Halloween horse when it's like dark horror, really than just some random robot horse. And it is like, dark themed. Um, but yeah, like dark horror. Hmm. I mean, like, now all I really need is a, Mr. Sans horse. Oof, that would be the, like, perfect Halloween horse. I'm kidding, he's not really scary at all, it's just like, it's kind of like supposed to be like this scary bad guy and all, but it's like, yeah, I've made it this, like, kind of joke that, like, each time I see him, I scream at it because I'm like, oh no! Yeah, I think that's fun. I think that's fun because, like, he's not scary to me, but it's like, I feel like he's supposed to be, so let's, like give some screams to our guy so that, like he can sleep at night. I don't know. I mean, I kind of agree but disagree. Like, I mean, sure. I feel like a lot of people think that Halloween should be like scary things, and like blood and gore and all that. And I kind of agree. But I don't think these are the worst things. Like, I mean, if we're gonna do like Halloween costumes, then like a carousel theme or like a darkcore theme, you know, like isn't the worst you could do. Sure, not the best, but not the worst. I mean, like a friend of mine once dressed up as a cat, so I think that's like you're not even bothering, and Halloween means a lot to me. So it's like, but and I also get that like Star Stable is a game where kids play, so they can't do like super scary and super gory stuff. Um, because like, and I mean like even though they do say like oh you maybe should be playing with the parent or whatever that thing is. um, like still like, well, I don't think it's that scary, but like, there are after all kids playing, so it can't be that scary. So I mean, I would love something that is like, creeping me out like totally, but I mean, kids are playing. I don't think they can do that, unfortunately. And I mean, like, I agree that Dark Horror isn't really like Halloween, but like they did Dark Horror in Idris, so it kind of makes sense for like the game and that like those things are supposed to be kind of like scary things in the game, you know. And I gotta agree that it doesn't really like fit Halloween that much. Like it's not the most Halloweeny that you could do, but I don't think it's too bad. I was a little bit like, okay, robot horse, like sure, it looks like a little like dark, but oh well, cool, like it's darkcore. I think it's a fun. I think it's funny. I see it a little bit as a joke, but also like you can't really make it that scary when kids are playing, so it's like, yeah, I see it a bit more as a joke that is like, oh, they're supposed to like be the big bad. Um, it's like the Mr. Stance joke that I have going. Like, no, he's not scary, but like each time I see him, or the like, cardboard cutout in the haunted tree line, I have to just do a little scream. It's mandatory at this point. And I mean, I probably laugh afterwards, but it's just like, yeah. I gotta get a little scared. He's gotta get something for trying. So, yeah. Um, yeah, so like, no, it's not really like scary, but I don't think it's too bad. Um, so yeah. And I mean, especially thinking about that, like there are kids playing, they can't do it like that scary. I think it's pretty good. I agree with this one though. And I mean, like, I have to agree that, like, well, yeah, I mean, Darkcore, Robot, it makes sense because of, like, Store Stable and Darkcore, like, and all of that. But yeah, like, that's not so Halloween, but I would say that, like, I mean, I'm sure some people have dressed up as robots before, and at least, like this one looks a little dark, so it's a little dark. It's darkcore. It's supposed to be evil. It's not the worst they could do, but it's not the best either. I have to agree with that. Um, but yeah, I think it is a bit cool with like a robot horse though. So I think it is cool. It's just like, yeah, I agree. It's not like the most Halloweeny, but again, they could have done worse. And then, like Circus, I feel like it's really perfect for Halloween. Like, yeah, having it be like, a scary clown or something. Don't know how you could do that for a horse. But still, I think it works. Yeah, right. I completely forgot about the game Little Misfortune and that they actually have this, like, um, yeah, fun fair thing there. Or more like maybe fair. Like scary fair, like that. Frightened. Yeah, I think it fits. I think it works. But anyways, and I think also Little Misfortune is a Swedish game, so kind of fun. But yeah, I think that one definitely works for Halloween. No, it's not scary, but like still. But anyways, um, I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and watch my other videos. I hope to see you later. Stay crazy.